This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. And if you want to run ads in the channel and you believe in yourself, jordantowermedia@gmail.com is the email. Okay, so we got Yaya Mayweather. She apologizes for stabbing NBA Youngboy's other baby mom. She didn't do any jail time. She was lucky. But, oh no, she got 6 years probation. That was it. But let's see. She pled guilty, and it's crazy because that's how, when around that time, it seemed like everybody in NBA Youngboy's life, and including himself, was like under a drug-induced coma almost, like zombie land, He has like 20 million baby mothers. Something came between these two, and they got into a. She just stabbed her. That's crazy. Beef between the baby moms. She was charged with aggravated assault of a deadly weapon of Miss Jacobs inside NBA Youngboy's home on April 4th, 2020. And she received a deferred adjudication of guilty and was sentenced to 6 years of probation. So she's still on probation. It's crazy. Then we got Busta Rhymes. Okay, so he still has these allegations from an ex-assistant. It's a defamation case that's going on. Dashiell Gables, who accused Busta Rhymes of an assault and the workplace misconduct, has responded to the rapper's defamation case. In doing so, he labeled it retaliatory strategic lawsuit against public participation. This is merely expressing his constitutional right to petition for redress of grievances. Busta is trying to punish him. I'm going to be honest with you. This could have happened. Who knows? Busta Rhymes has been accused of being physical with people before. Maybe this happened. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? Truth is absolute defense to defamation under state and federal law, Gable's legal team wrote. Let's see. It says two were involved in an argument in a lobby of the rapper's Brooklyn residence over Gable's use of his phone on the job. All this over use of the phone on the job? Anyways, who cares? Drake. So Drake, new album buzz. Bro, I don't even think he's going to drop this album this year. He keeps liking like ICEman stuff, and it says liked by Champagne Poppy. It's me waiting for ICEman and the world blowing up behind him. I'm not that excited for this album. Are you? I mean, who cares? Drake hasn't dropped anything on this album that's really it was nice to hear from Drake after a while, but nothing has been like, whoa, I got to listen to this again. I'm going to be honest with you. He has a problem that Lil Baby has right now. Lil Baby has promised to drop a song and a video. I don't know if it's just a song or a song and a video every Wednesday until the end of the year. So like 8 songs, right? Basically, he's going to be dropping that album that he never dropped. Remember the album he never dropped? Yeah, he's going to be dropping that for the next 8 weeks. Is it going to turn him up? I don't think so. I'm going to be honest with you. He needs to get in the studio with Southside or somebody that can really maybe formulate a hit with him, because he needs to just sit in studio, because he's in a dangerous position right now. So is Drake. Drake will tour for the rest of his life off his catalog, but he's just in a position where it's like, can you even come back? You could drop an album and it could do numbers and everything, but can you come back to where you were before? I don't think so. I like Drake. but he engaged at the wrong time with Kendrick Lamar. People were ready to hand that torch over to Kendrick Lamar quick, and they did. And I think he learned. I don't know if he learned a value lesson because he's still trying to engage with Kendrick Lamar and other people sometimes. Leave it alone, bro. Sometimes at a certain point, you got to just be in competition with yourself. And I feel like Drake has totally missed the bar on that. Spotify fires back at allegations of payola in discovery mode. It's another class action lawsuit. When you're on top, you're going to get a lot of lawsuits. Georgiana and Little Yachty appear to be dropping a new collab on Friday amid her beef with Caribou. I think that just make them speed it up, to be honest with you. Ferg drops a lyrical visualizer for his new track Polo. Bro, I hope you got paid for that. Little Baby dropped Try to Love. See what happens with that. Whack 100 pulled up on Aiden Ross, pressing about the comments he made about Kendrick Lamar. Why is he so invested in that? And he said, hail Kendrick, but Aiden said, nah. After condemning him, Ty Dolla $ign now, after selling 8,000 units and didn't chart, he's open to working with Kanye, and I'm sure you are. Now, okay, here's a good one. I know you've all seen that. Well, maybe you have. The interview with Nas and Jay-Z after their beef, and then Nas signed with Def Jam, right? And they did a sit down together with MTV, and then this is after Camron had dissed both of them on a record. Camron admits that he was being a little hasty then, dissing everybody. He was overreacting to certain stuff. But they called him a snitch. Because in one of the songs, Camron said it was like a press conference, it said after he got shot in D.C., they threw up the rock sign. And they said, that's snitching. Both of them did, right? Bro. He was joking, but it's not like he went to the cops and insinuated everything. He was just joking. It was funny that Nas, who supposedly beat Jay-Z, is now signing under a company ran by Jay-Z. That was the hilarious part. And that was the ultimate son move that Jay-Z did to Nas. I like Nas's music. I don't know. I don't know who I like more, Nas or Jay-Z. I mean, Nas does more for just listening to me, but Jay-Z sometimes has those songs that you just want to hear, What a weird beef Jay-Z and Nas is, And then Jay-Z always seems to try to drop something when Nas is dropping something. Camron reacted to it and said, it is what it is. It was something that happened at the time. I felt like, he says at one point, I felt like Nas was trying to take me out by dissing me on Hot 97. Or was it? No, it was Power 105. He was really mad at Hot 97, and he started lashing out at Nori, Prodigy, a bunch of people, That's around that time. And Camron was, he was like, it was hard to diss Nas, but, we felt like we had to. We had just got back on. We're Rockefeller, and we had to prove our point. And then the whole Jay-Z friction started at Rockefeller. It's a big mess. Then we got Waka Flocka reacting to this new generation says that Air Force Ones are for old people. Watch them start jocking it after a while. What's the new shoe for them? They don't have one. I don't know. This is just naturally. This just happens. But it's funny to see. So Waka Flocka tries to defend it. What do you say?
They're young niggas. Fuck y'all. I'm rocking them white on whites. All that shit. Man, ain't nobody wearing them big ass Mario Brothers shoes that say Balenciaga on it.
You niggas wearing skin tight
jeans.
We
call them uptowns, all white. I'll name them G-Fazos. They ain't what we call those. Not putting them down. I don't care what you say. Hey, they're young niggas. Fuck y'all.
Mario
You just
Brothers.
said, you're right. Matter of fact, I take that back. Keep saying the white Air Force Ones is Unk shoes. The price about to go back down to $80. $60 with the shit we grew up on.
Man, we need that.
I like y'all internet babies, man. Y'all folks throwing away all the good shit. Come on, keep doing it, man. Come on, TikTokers.
That's true. The Air Force Ones have been at a high level, too high level. Air Force Ones, are they going to drop in price? Still at $115. But you know what? These young guys might get it down to like $80. That'll be sweet. I don't know. We'll see. Then we got Hell Rel and J.R. Ryder. They're dropping an album. Young Thug almost slipped up and said slat while talking to a friend on IG Live. That would have been a probation violation. For sure. Rick Ross and French Montana doing some work together, even though, you know, Rick Ross forgave French Montana a while back for betraying him when the whole Meek Mill thing happened. He kind of sided with Drake and pushed Rick Ross and Meek Mill aside. He even got pressed by Meek Mill's crew at one point. Little Herbo's, G Herbo's dropping an album. And Kodak Black and Boston Richie, I guess they're dropping an album together. That'll be good. That'll be a good one. And that's about it, man. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. If you believe in yourself, you better book some ads, okay? I'm giving good prices out right now. And hit me up at jordantowermedia@gmail.com, and we'll get these ads going. Peace.